like if there's a certain age for prayer, and we told her that you have to start learning when you're 7, but when you reach puberty, it's like a must. You have to pray all your prayers, but it's better when you learn it when you're younger.
And so you guys started like when you were like around 6, 7?
Yeah.
7? Yeah.
Just learning. Yeah.
Do you have to pray 5 times a day, or you like adjust?
We have to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Is it
a
like
must.
mandatory now?
It's mandatory. Yeah.
Oh, but like here it's easier for you guys because you have the prayer. Like at
Yeah,
my school, we go like they go up on the terrace and they pray.
Oh yeah. No,
They go to certain areas.
No, we have
like
prayer.
there's this one
at our school.
place at the bottom of the staircase.
It's
It's basically like a hospital. And they all just pray there.
Oh yeah, but us, we have it in our schedule, like 1:15, everyone is over here until 1:40.
So the whole school's together.
Yeah, the whole, all the classes. Yeah.
What time? No, you guys leave.
What, school?
No, I mean like prayer. How long is it?
Oh, it takes about like 5 minutes or less, but we have it from 1:15 to 1:40, so
Right.
you can, because you have to make wudu before you pray, where you clean yourself, wash your hands, your nose, your face, your arms, your feet, and then we come in here, we get settled down, we make the adhan, which is the calling for prayer, and then we sit and wait until everyone's here, and then we pray, and then we finish.
So when there's the call to prayer, does that indicate like you should start like washing up, or should
Yeah.
you have already been washed up by
No,
the time
that's
the call
when
starts?
you start, because
Okay.
they call for prayer, that's just to call you, to let you know. And then like 15 minutes after that, that's when they call again, but in a smaller version where everyone stands up, and that's when we start praying. And you guys can see tape on the floor. That's like to make it easier to make a straight line, and it's like facing towards the Qibla, which is Mecca. And that thing over there
So when you're like standing with the direction of the tape, you know you're facing
Yeah.
directly to Mecca.
and that staircase over there, that little one, is for the sheikh, which is like a priest. Every Fridays we're supposed to have a khutbah, which is like a lecture. Like we usually pray 4 rakats. But on Fridays, on Fridays you pray only 2, but you're supposed to have a lecture before it, and that lecture is equal to 2 rakats. So
Can you tell people what Rekha is?
rakat is like when you bow, the way we pray. Yeah.
Well, and also like when you're not at school, I mean, you don't have to always pray
You
in a
can
mosque.
pray at
you
home,
could
yeah.
pray at home. You could
But
pray.
you get more deeds praying in a mosque with a group of people than praying alone. Like we say, you get 10 deeds for praying alone, but if you pray with like a whole group of people, it's like 27. So it's better for you.
You
Do
get
you, do you feel different when you pray by yourself versus when you pray in the mosque? Like a sense of community? Or
Yeah, it is kind of different. Like you feel you're not there alone. It's a lot of people, and you feel like you belong there. But when you're at home, you just want to come out, just get it over with. You just pray it real
Yeah.
fast.
In the morning. and-
Yeah, especially in the morning, you have to get up before sunrise.
Yeah, my friend, when you read the book, like okay, so in our school we have like the Bible, and all those other things. But when I tried to, I forgot
The Quran.
the Quran, right? I was going to take it, but like my friend told me that I wasn't allowed to touch it. Like I have to wash my hands or something like that.
No, it's like no, it depends. Some people say that, but we're not like that hard on it. Like it's alright.
But it's like when you go into the, like when you go into the temple, like you wash your feet, you wash your hands, right? Like it's the same concept. Like you don't want to be bringing in like dirt and everything like that into the prayer space. Like you want to be clean and, so it's the exact same concept.
Is there a certain position you have to
Yeah, like
kneel when you pray?
we face this way, which is the Kaaba, where the tape is. That's how we face. We have the imam or the sheikh that's leading our prayer that stands in the front, and then we just line up behind him and face that way. towards
Kneeling.
Mecca.
You kneel.
No, we stand.
You stand? Okay.
And then we read Fatiha, which is like the first surah, first verse in the Quran. That's mandatory for all the prayers. And then you can read any other verse. And then there's some certain ways you have to pray. Like first you bow, and then you get back up, and then you go down and you kneel, then you get back up. Certain stuff you have to say in it too, but it doesn't take that long.
And these are all things you learn starting more or less at the age of 7.
Yeah, it's better. So you get used to it, because when you're older, it's kind of harder.
Do you think it's hard now, like with school and I don't know if you work also,
Not
like
here,
to
no.
squeeze in
If you're in
5 prayers
Islamic
every
school,
day?
it's not. But when you're home, it's kind of just either on the computer and then, oh my gosh, I have to get up and pray. Yeah, and your mom nagging all the time.
That sounds about right. Like, you know.
Do all the girls here wear the hijab?
Yeah, all the girls, but except for the little girls. It's not mandatory when you're younger, but like I said, it's just like the prayer. After you reach puberty, you have to fully cover up. Like, you know, it's nothing tight and nothing cover your hair. But when you're little, if you start it when you're little, the kid gets used to it, so they don't feel any different when they grow up.
For people who, from the Hindu temple, or people who from a different religious background, like, are there ways that it seems kind of similar to or different from what you're accustomed to in your own, you know, congregation, in a church or in the temple?
Difference when you pray with like other people and like during we have like archanas and so like,
Can you explain what that is?
does anybody else wanna?
It's like basically like every day, like by 6:45, there's like a
AM or PM?
PM. There's like a special prayer that's just for Ganesh, and then we just like they say the whole what do you call it? Mantras, yeah, and all the prayers, and then they have the arati, which is like a lamp. And
Not different oddity.
There, every day.
So it's like a lamp, and we use that just to show our respect towards God. And then you have to basically take your hands and put on the lamp and put it to your face. Just it's like blessings.
It's like a blessing. And fireplace to be the messenger.
8:30 till 3:10.
Is that
Pretty normal.
And you said you only pray like once during school?
Yeah, because you're supposed to pray before sunrise, and then 1:15 that time, and then we pray again for something. The time
time
change.
change of the sun, right?
Yeah, and then we pray 7:20, and then I think about 9 or 8 something.
So it's based on the sun. Not
Yeah, like when the daylight saving comes, like it kind of changes too. The sun. But we have calendars to tell us exactly what time.
So it's a moon calendar you follow.
The lunar.
Lunar calendar, right?
like a.
And that's why we have an extra month every couple of years.
Extra month. Special prayer guests, or
This is the rug, so we pray on this one. But when we're at home, we have prayer
special
mass.
prayer mass.
Are you done here? It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
You guys are busy?
Yeah,